cashing big checks. I bought the whole block out, now that's a big flex. Peeping out my Uber window, like what's next? Got new levels and new devils out the wazoo. Ain't no worries, life gets better when you find you. And if you mind you, peace will abide and hide you until it's time to start anew. So live it up, we grown, ain't got no curfew. Who brought the bad vibes? Tell that bitch move. Walking all in my ear, now that's a bitch move. Pressed that I arrived, mad that I survived. All your sad attempts to send me to the sky. But I've been in the wind, been had wings, I was always this fly. Oh yes, and that's probably why you're mad. Don't let Evie turn you into a trash bag. Soak it glad, find out why you sad. All that jealousy, you should subside. I think it's time to turn that mirror on you. Put it up close for a clear view. And look deep down inside. And soon you will find a
It feels like we're losing the light, so I better take one shot while it's some kind of light. Otherwise it will be a very short video. So this is the bag I carry my camera inside. It's a Temba bag. Very well made. I like it. You fit surprisingly much things inside it. And it just happens to fit this beauty just perfect. So this is my 6x12 Art Panorama. I will attach the viewfinder. So this is the Tomiyama Art Panorama. The camera of my choice today. I have wanted a 6x12 camera for quite some long time. And I almost pulled the trigger and bought a Linhof 6x12 and was ready to sell like everything and only shoot 6x12. But then this came up on a auction site in Sweden, and I put a fairly good price on it and no one bid against me. So here it is. I love this thing, just the look of it. I don't know how much you can see, but yeah, don't forget to take off the lens cap when you shoot something like this. But it's a camera in the most basic form, you could almost say. It have this window for frame countering, which I actually like, because it makes it rather fail-proof. I mean, if you have some winding mechanism that could potentially break, and that's kind of one thing you don't want to break. So the only thing that kind of are delicate on this camera is the lens and shutter. But it's good because it uses Mamiya press camera lens. 75mm, and they are quite affordable and easy to get. So if I would drop this and the lens goes to hell, I could buy a new one, but hopefully I don't. But I will take a picture on helicopter. So I will see on my Viewfinder app a little bit composition. One thing though with this camera is that Viewfinder is not the best. If it has one thing that is negative, it's the Viewfinder. But I happen to be the creator of the app, Film Photography Viewfinder. So I have my own app here. You can see, maybe not. I can show you later, but it's a viewfinder app with light meter and loads of other things I added just because I need them. I made the app for Android because they didn't have a good viewfinder app, and then I started to add things like depth of field calculator, format converter, panorama slicer, Sun 16 calculator, yeah, name it. But the light meter anyway is quite advanced. You can do multi-readings, you can counter for reciprocity failure, filters if you are fortunate enough to have these. I don't, I forgot mine. But I will take a shot here. So I think, whoa! Something like this I like. I have a snap memo function, so I can actually show you maybe how it looked like. I'm just using the Viewfinder app as a rough estimation, and then I go the rest from the Viewfinder. It's not so bad. It's just it is so bad, but it's workable. Like, I don't quite complain. Yeah, need to meter the light also. So with this camera, I have Tomiyama 400, and I usually push it to 1600, and because that way I can use it the whole day. So I'm metering for the shadows. F8. I think. Yeah, F8. About this camera, it have Mamiya press camera lenses, which actually covers, because Mamiya press cameras was made for 6:9 format, but they were also made for Polaroid, and Polaroid was quite a serious thing back in the days. So oh my god, oh my god, I'm stupid. One thing though with this camera is that you don't want to screw up frames, because it hurts when you do. I don't know why I didn't change the shutter speed. I could hear it. But that's also the reason why. That's also the reason with a camera like this I prefer over a 6x17, is that I have 6 shots. That's okay. I can screw up 2 and I still have shot 4. So the viewfinder is like you only see the frame lines where it's dark, and you only see 6:9 format. So you have to guess the edges, or guess 3 centimeters more on each side. But that's why I'm using Viewfinder app also. I use it not only because of that, maybe. I will take another shot here. Same. I don't want to come home with no pictures. Actually, I'm gonna back off a little bit. Yeah. I will say though that it's pretty easy to hold it straight, and it's easy to hand hold it. Some people think like, oh, you're stupid, you're not using a tripod. But I find it, the pictures I get are super detailed. If you can hand hold a 6x7 camera, you can probably hand hold this as well. It can be a little, the shakiness get multiplied, you can say, towards the edges, but in the middle it's a 75mm, so it's the same like shooting a Rolleiflex with leaf shutter, so it can be a little more tricky towards the edges, but I don't care so much if the edges are sharp. That's the one thing. But overall, I really like this camera, and I like to shoot it. That's the thing. I love the looks of it. I love everything about it, actually, except for the viewfinder maybe, but it's okay. Doesn't need to be perfect. Yeah. Don't forget to wind the film after each shot. And yeah, like I said, you don't want to screw up any frames with this like I did, because it hurts. For each frame you miss, it feels like someone is punching you in the stomach. And you know it's a contact sheet, you can't get fulfilled. It will be a blank hole in the middle. Yeah, I'm gonna move on. So I'm back, I'm home. I ruined my hammock on the last small adventure I were on. So I needed to go back and pick up my tent in the car. That was like 15 minutes walk, and I forgot, of course, my sleeping pad. So I needed to go once again back, and heard like crazy sound in the woods. So I was like scared. It was a big mongoose or something. Obviously some big animal. So I went back to bed, little afraid, of course. And the day after, I made some hot dogs, some coffee, and I just went back to the car. Anyway, a little bit about my panorama camera, some last words. There are some alternatives: Linhof, Horseman, Tomiyama, like I have. You have Photoman, you have Dai. All of them are quite the same, but little difference. The Linhof have like built-in rise a little bit, 6mm or something. So you always have a little bit of rise, which is very good for buildings. Horseman you can change the backs on, but the Tomiyama was actually first. They made their panorama camera 6x12 in 1982, and 6 years later Linhof made their version, and 1990 I think Horseman made their version. So Tomiyama is definitely the first of these mounts. Then we have a lot of Chinese versions that seems good as well, but I don't know when they were made. And some of them, like Dai, you can like rise the lens quite a bit, and so that's nice. I like the Tomiyama because it's just very simple. For me it was affordable. I can use 6x12 with a back on my Linhof with rise movements, so I don't need that in the Tomiyama. Tomiyama I'm more choose for things where I don't need movements, like on the way to work, see a nice corner or street scene, out camping and I want something that doesn't break on me, not because my camping pictures are important, but because I don't want to break my cameras. I don't want to buy a new one. I already paid a lot for them the first time. What else? 6x12, it's a nice format, I think. It's not super big different from a wide lux frame, little higher if you want to say that, or shorter. 6x17 are also very nice. I really like 6x17, but you only get 4 pictures by roll, and for street scenes and you're out walking randomly, that it's a lot of changing rolls back and forth. I tried that and it was too much. You take 2 pictures and you have this feeling that you need to change film again. So 6 pictures that you get on 6x12 is a little more, which I like. I only shoot black and white, so, and the cheapest film, so price is not that big of concern, and I take so little pictures, so if I take 1 roll per week, it's not so much. I really like the 75mm. It's the same field of view as a Hasselblad X-Pan, just higher, so you can fit a little more in the frame. But if you're cropping my Tomiyama frame to a Hasselblad, you will get the same frame, but like so much better quality. It's quite easy to guess the distance, but if I need to, I have a laser meter that I can just see, and I stop down until I'm in focus, so that's no problem for me. I kind of like weird cameras. I like niche cameras, and I like cameras that no one else is using, and I haven't heard anyone using Tomiyama 6x12, so it's like niche. About this channel, I camping a lot, I out shooting a lot, and I like to film it a lot, so why not film it and publish it? And if you like the same gear like I do, you maybe enjoy it. So I got this Pentax spot meter V or 5, really nice spot meter, little bit heavy, but I want the light meter function in my Viewfinder app to feel like this. I was already a little bit inspired by this when I made the light meter function, but I didn't have this, so now when I have, I can make it even better. What I'm missing in the app is to place the reading in different zones. It's really nice to be able to do that. So that's something I definitely gonna add to the light meter function. What else? So I want to keep this video short, and I want to work on the next one. But it's not the last time you hear about the Tomiyama Art, because obviously I'm gonna keep it. I go to Greece in a few weeks, and I will bring only that camera. I don't own a digital, so I only shoot analog, and that's kind of the smallest camera I have that I want to use. And yeah, I had other cameras, all of them, Mamiya 7, Hasselblad X-Pan, all of the cameras people brag about or fancy about I owned, but I don't own them anymore. I'm not regretting to sell them. I had the Mamiya 7 II for two weeks, then I sold it because I didn't like it. I thought they were plasticky and I didn't like it. But the Tomiyama Art I like. So don't listen to me. No one likes the cameras I like. No one would buy this one except for me. So that's it. Next video, maybe I go to camp again in the weekend. Let's see what I bring. And then the trip to Greece I do in a few weeks. We'll also do some darkroom printing in future, so I have a few videos planned to do. So that's all. Nice to meet you. Bye bye.
Truth be told, when I wonder what the future holds, it takes me out of the present. New moon waxing, full moon waning, crescent. Life cycles, teammates or rivals. Soul search, dangerous, World War III, the goal's always survival. That's nature, day you're born when you meet your maker. Tears start chasing paper, burning trees or melting glaciers. But truth be told, when I wonder what the future holds, it's impossible to process, so I stay focused on my progress.